Hey friends, I know those of you who come from faith backgrounds are going to think one of your favorite things that you might do as part of your faith is to sing. And a lot of times people don't associate libraries like ours with music, but today I want to show you a place in the collection that is one of the favorite places for most of our guests, and that is our collection of hymnals. And we have hymnals going back over 200 years. And I think you're going to love to see some of the changes that the hymnal has been through over time, even to the point now where many of us, or most of us, don't even sing from a hymnal. But you're going to love these. Check this out. So here, I have some hymnals dating, and these are from mid-19th century, okay? So we're talking about 1840s, 1850s. And if you were to look at an object like this, I just want you to, if you were to peer inside of it, you're going to notice some things as you look into that. This doesn't look a lot like our hymnal in many ways. You can see that there's no musical annotation, that they would sort of tell the tune that a particular song would come from, but they may not actually spell it out there. This is Alexander Campbell, 1865. And so that was pretty typical of those. Incredibly small. These are tiny. These are smaller than any book you own, and yet this would be what would be sitting there in your place of worship to sing from. You might also be interested, if there's one thing that tradition that goes back as long as hymnals, it's having the other songbook. Some of you might have grown up in a tradition where you had the official songbook and then you had like this floppy other book next to it, which were like newer songs, and we carry dozens and dozens, even thousands of these different books that were put out sometimes twice a year, sometimes 4 times a year. And these were supplemental books that came, and if groups that sang, if they wanted to introduce new songs or if they wanted to have hymn sings and things like that, they would show those books, sell these books, and get people interested in new songs. And so I know some of you are sitting here and like, I like the old songs, and others like, I love new songs. And that debate that we're having, well, that's as old as songs themselves. And so as long as we've had great songs, we've had new songs, and new songs have eventually, some of them lasted to become great songs. So a lot has changed, a lot has stayed the same relative to hymns. If you're ever in the area, you want to come by and look at some of our old hymnals, we would love to have you come. Visitors love it. And so we'd invite you to come by anytime, take a look at those. I want to invite you, if you're not a subscriber, I'd like you to read my footnotes email. It comes out twice a month. And right now, in that email, we're talking about hymns. We're talking about how we've moved from hymn sings to Hillsong, and sort of some of the factors that churches might think about how we choose our music, how we sing our music, and kind of the story of our music. And so in the box below this video, in the chat box, we're going to give you an opportunity. And you can click on that. You can subscribe to that email if you're not already a subscriber. Hope you have a great day and have a great weekend.